have you here again today. And let's start by just taking a really good breath in. And breathe in. And exhale. Great. Now, I hope you're standing up. If you're not standing up, will you please stand up with me? You can always breathe better when you're standing. And we're going to need to move a little bit too. When we breathe in, our lungs are they're like balloons right here, right? They're inside our rib cage, these two balloons. And so when we breathe in, the way they expand is to go out and down. So when you see me breathing with my hands like this, I want you to do that too, because it helps us remember that our motion for breathing is this. And when we exhale, our motion is this, because our balloons, they contract and they come up and in and they push the air out, okay? And there's a muscle below your rib cage and your lungs called your diaphragm. You can't make your diaphragm move. It's involuntary. It just moves on its own. But when your lungs go in, your diaphragm pushes everything down and out like this, and it makes that shape, right? It goes whoop down like this. And so if you feel your belly push out, that's because your diaphragm's squishing everything down and out. And then when you exhale, your diaphragm comes back up like this, and it helps push your lungs and the air out. And so then all your organs go back into where they were, and your stomach goes back in too. So it's good. It's a good thing if you feel your stomach expand as you're breathing, because that means your diaphragm is releasing down with your lungs, okay? So quick little explanation there and a little anatomy lesson, but it's important because y'all are getting older and you should know how a good breath feels when you're singing, okay? So here we go. We're going to take in another really good breath. Breathe in like you're sipping in through a straw. Ready? And exhale. Good. One more really good breath. And exhale. Great, great, great. Just be my echo and a few sirens to help get our voices warmed up. Woo, woo, woo! Awesome, very good. Now will you please be my echo? So, mi, so, mi. So, mi, la, so, mi. So, mi, do, do, do. Do, mi, so. So, la, so, mi, do. Do, re, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, so, la, so. So, la, so, mi, re, do. Fabulous job. All right, ready for a tongue twister? Let's get our mouths warmed up with some super duper double bubble gum. So it's gonna go super duper double bubble gum, just like that. Ready, but a little slower to start. Super duper double bubble gum, little higher. Super duper double bubble gum, little higher. Super duper double bubble gum, doo-doo. Super duper double bubble gum, doo-doo. Super duper double bubble gum, little lower. Super duper double bubble gum, but faster. Super duper double bubble gum, doo-doo. 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 Super duper double bubble gum. Ah! That was it. That was all I had in me. If you can go faster, kudos to you, because I cannot. That was my limit. All right. Well, I hope you have a great music lesson today. Get your listening ears on, your singing voices ready. Be ready to stand up and move when it's time, and have a great lesson.
be my echo? Does that rhythm sound familiar to you? Do you remember? That's right. It's our walk to read song, Amani Utupe. As we travel down this weary road, Amani Utupe na ustawi. We need strength to carry on our load. Amani Utupe na ustawi. Let's learn our next section of Amani Utupe, and it goes like this. Just listen carefully. Help me keep a steady beat. Grant us peace, give us courage. Amani Utupe na ustawi. Grant us peace, give us courage. Amani Utupe na ustawi. So what did you notice about the new section? Yes, it repeats the same thing 2 times. Grant us peace, give us courage, and then Amani Utupe na ustawi. Say na ustawi. Good. Amani Utupe. Amani Utupe na ustawi. Try it. Good job, you're getting it. Let's try it again. Amani Utupe na ustawi. Fabulous. Okay, so when we put that all together, listen first, and then I'm going to let you try it. Grant us peace, give us courage. Your turn. Grant us peace, give us courage. Amani Utupe na ustawi. Amani Utupe na ustawi. Good, let's do just that part again. Amani Utupe na ustawi. Amani Utupe na ustawi. It really wakes your mouth up, doesn't it? There's a lot to fit in there. Amani Utupe na ustawi. Amani Utupe na ustawi. Good. So our section that we repeat 2 times goes, grant us peace, give us courage. Amani Utupe na ustawi. And then we sing it again. So let's try that whole little section. And we're singing in English what we are then singing in Swahili. So we're just singing the translation of what we are singing. Here we go. Ready, sing. Grant us peace, give us courage. Amani Utupe na ustawi. Yeah, let's do that again. Here we go. Grant us peace, give us courage. Amani Utupe na ustawi. And then we repeat it. Grant us peace, give us courage. Amani Utupe na ustawi. Great job with that tongue twister of Amani Utupe na ustawi. And if you're not getting it just yet, that's okay. We're just learning it. Keep on practicing it. We're gonna get to sing it so many times. You'll be a pro at it by the time we're all done. But now I know what you want to do, because it's what I want to do. I want to get the music and start it from the very beginning and sing from the beginning up until the part we just learned with the music. Are you ready? Here we go. As we travel down this weary road, Amani Utupe na ustawi. We need strength to carry on our load. Amani Utupe na ustawi. Grant us peace, give us courage. Amani Utupe na ustawi. Grant us peace, give us courage. Amani Utupe na ustawi. That's it. Very good. Let's give it one more try. One more try, because it moves along pretty quickly, right? Let's make sure we've got it down. As we travel down this weary road, Amani Utupe na ustawi. We need strength to carry on our load. Amani Utupe na ustawi. Grant us peace, give us courage. Amani Utupe All right, well, I can't wait until next time and we get to learn another section to our song.
We are going to do just a quick round of Sapo Sapito with just 3 blue toes to review our song before we get to learn a little bit more about the rhythm pattern. Will you please pick which frog you would like to cheer for, which blue toad? 1, 2, or 3. Choose one. Keep a steady beat for me with your pat, clap, like that. Great. 1, 2, here we go. Sapo, sapito, sapo. Sapo, sapito azul. El sapo le dijo a la sapa que no sabe ni la u. A, E, I, O, U. El burro sabe más que tú. Oh, number 3, you are gone. We are down to only 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1, 2, here we go. Sapo, sapito, sapo. Sapo, sapito azul. El sapo le dijo a la sapa que no sabe ni la u. A, E, I, O, U. El burro sabe más que tú. Number 1 is out and number 2 is our big winner. Did you choose number 2? Did you win the game? Congratulations if so. All right, now let's switch gears and learn a little bit more about our song and its rhythm pattern. For our Sapo Sapito song, I want us to just do a little chunk of it. We're just going to do our Sapo Sapito Sapo. And we're going to look just at that little chunk to figure out something with the rhythm. So listen again carefully. Sapo, sapito, sapo. We're going to work backwards. We have 4 beats. What happens on beat 4? Sapo, sapito, sapo. Great. If you said a quarter rest, you are exactly right. That's our squiggly line, okay? So we have a quarter rest on beat 4. Let's go to beat 3. Sapo, sapito, sapo. What happens on beat 3? How many sounds do you hear? Tap it out. Sapo, sapito, sapo. 2 sounds, which makes it a toddy. Perfect. So our 4th beat is a quarter rest. Our 3rd beat is a toddy. Let's see if we can figure out beat 2. Sapo, sapito. We'll stop right on beat 2. Sapo, sapito, pito. 2 sounds again, so it would be a toddy. Great. That leaves us with beat 1, which says sapo, sa. How many sounds was that? Sapo, sa. 3 sounds on 1 beat. Sapo, sa. Oh dear. Now, do all 3 of those sounds sound the same length? That's the question we have to ask ourselves. Let's listen. Sapo, sa. They're not all the same length, right? One of them is a little longer than the other 2. Can you tell me which one? The first, second, or third sounds. Listen. Sapo, sa. Yes, the first sound is the longest. Well, this is a new kind of note for some of us. Maybe some of us already know this, and that's great. We call it a ta-dimi, and it's an 8th note followed by 2 16th notes. So we've kind of taken a toddy and a takadimi. We've cut each one in half. We took the first half of the toddy, the second half of the takadimi, and we squished them together to make ta-dimi, and it looks just like this. All right? So this is a note that makes 3 sounds on 1 beat. And it goes long, short, short. Because it's ta-dimi. Can you try that with me? Ready, go. Ta-dimi. Great. So our very first line of sapo, sapito, sapo would say ta-dimi, ta-di, ta-di. Could you try singing and clapping that with me? Here we go. Ta-dimi, ta-di, ta-di. Good. Listen to our next line. Sapo, sapito, azul. What do you think? Sapo, sapito, azul. Do, 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 do. What happens on beat 1 that you hear again? Do, do, do. Yeah, we hear another ta-dimi, ta-di, ta. Rest. Great. So let's sing and clap the first 2 lines of Sapo Sapito. Here we go. Ta-dee-me, ta-dee, ta-dee. Ta-dee-me, ta-dee, ta. Great job on that. Now let's take some time and practice reading some rhythm patterns with ta-dee-me's where we're just practicing saying and clapping those patterns. Let's review our cup pattern from last time. Really slowly, here we go. Clap, clap, bumblebee, clap, up, down, clap, turn, touch, touch, change, pat, down. How's it going? Is it getting a little easier? I hope so. Let's do it again one more time, and then I'll sing the song for you to try your pattern with the song. Ready, go. Clap, clap, bumblebee, clap, up, down, clap, turn, touch, touch, change, pat, down. Good. All right. Well, let's try it with our song. 1, 2, here we go. I've been to Harlem, I've been to Dover, I've traveled this wide world all over, 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 3 times over. Drink what you have to drink and turn the glasses over. Great. Let's do that one more time. Give everybody a little bit of chance to practice, but a little faster. 1, 2, here we go. I've been to Harlem, I've been to Dover, I've traveled this wide world all over, 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 3 times over. Drink all the lemonade and turn the glasses over. Great. Now this is the A section to our song. If I say it's the A section, that means we're going to have more than one section to learn or to do, right? The good news is, as far as the cup pattern goes, you've pretty much learned what you need to learn, but there is more to our song. Our next part is going to go like this. Sailing east, sailing west, sailing over the ocean. Better watch out when the boat begins to rock, or you'll lose your girl in the ocean. All right, so we're singing sailing east, sailing west, sailing over the ocean. Better watch out when the boat begins to rock, or you'll lose your girl in the ocean. Like, she might fall overboard. Okay, so with the cup, what we're going to do during our B section, this is our B section, is going to go like this. We're going to go sailing east, sailing west, and then we pick up in the middle of our cup pattern, our trickiest part. Sailing over the ocean. Better watch out when the boat begins to rock, or you'll lose your girl in the ocean. Okay, so it's really not as bad as it looks maybe because it's stuff we know. We just have to remember when to do it. So on our sailing east, sailing west, we're tapping our cup side to side. It's 4 times. Can you do that with me? Here we go. Sailing east, sailing west. Good. And then on sailing, that's when we do that middle of the cup pattern, the clap, turn, touch, touch, change, pat, down. On sailing over the ocean. Let's try that together. Here we go. Sailing over the ocean. Again, ready, go. Sailing over the ocean. It gives you a chance to practice that really hard part, right? And then we repeat it all. We do 4 taps side to side. Better watch out when the boat begins to rock, or you'll lose your girl in the ocean. And then we just do that second part again. So remember, this tricky part is the clap. You turn your, like you're going to shake hands, but you turn it. So clap, turn, touch, touch, change, pat, down. Try that part, just that part, a few times with me. Ready? Clap, turn, touch, touch, change, pat, down. Good, and remember when you put it down, you want the open side down. The flat top is at the top again. Good, let's try it again. Ready, go. Clap, turn, touch, touch, change, pat, down. Great, so let's try our B section. Here we go. Sailing east, sailing west, when the boat begins to rock, or you'll lose your girl in the ocean. Okay, did you get it? Let's try putting our A section and then our B section all together. We're gonna go slow. Here we go. Ready, sing. I've been to Harlem, I've been to Dover, I've traveled this wide world all over, over, 3 times over. Drink all the lemonade and turn the glasses over. Sailing east, sailing west, sailing over the ocean. Better watch out when the boat begins to rock, or you'll lose your girl in the ocean. Were you able to keep up a little bit? All right, well, we're going to keep working on this cut pattern. Don't stress out. If you're still working on it, that's okay. You can just sing along with me, or you can just do the cut pattern and not sing at all. That's okay too for right now if you just need to listen and work on getting this down. So our A section is the I've been to Harlem part with the regular cut pattern. And then our B section is the sailing east, and we change our cut pattern. Our C section is just the cut pattern. No singing at all. It's just going to be that rhythm. So let's try our C section, just our cut pattern together. Here we go. Clap, clap, bumblebee, clap, up, down, clap, turn, touch, touch, change, pat, down. But we have to do it 2 times. Ready, again. Clap, clap, bumblebee, clap, up, down, clap, turn, touch, touch, change, pat, down. Very good. So we are going to make our song go in A, B, C, A, B form. And that's how we're going to try it just for now, okay? We could move all these letters around in all different orders and still make our song happen in a really interesting and new way every time. But for now, we're going to stick to A, B, C, A, B, and give it a try, okay? Last time through for today. We'll come back to our cut pattern in the song another time. But I hope that you are enjoying giving it a try and keep working on that cut pattern because it does get easier. Here we go. I've been to Harlem, I've been to Dover, I've traveled this wide world all over, 3 times over. Drink all the chocolate milk and turn the glasses over. Sailing east, sailing west, sailing over the ocean. Better watch out when the boat begins to rock, or you'll lose your girl in the ocean. Cut pattern. Clap, clap, bumblebee, clap, up, down. Clap, turn, touch, touch, change, pat, down. Again. Clap, clap, bumblebee, clap, up, down. Clap, turn, touch, touch, change, pat, down. I've been to Harlem, I've been to Dover, I've traveled this wide world all over, 3 times over. Drink all the chocolate milk and turn the glasses over. Sailing east, sailing west, sailing over the ocean. Better watch out when the boat begins to rock, or you'll lose your girl in the ocean. All right, good job. Thanks for trying it out with me in our form of A, B, C, A, B. Next time we do it, we'll probably mix it up, maybe add something else in. But thanks for playing along and helping get to know I've been to Harlem and the cut pattern.
All right, boys, we have a song. It's called Cedar Swamp. We're going to learn how to sing it today and do a little bit of an activity with it. So here we go. Ready and go. Way low down in the cedar swamp, water's deep and muddy. There I met a pretty little miss. There I met my honey. Swing a lady up and down, swing a lady home, swing a lady up and down, swing a lady home. This time, can you walk forward for me and then snap? Ready and go, way low down in the cedar swamp. Snap on that at that spot. Ready and go, way low down in the cedar swamp. So, we do our snap. Try that again. Ready and go, way low down in the cedar swamp. Now we're going to go back. Here we go. Ready and go, water's deep and muddy. We're going to clap on. So can you do that together? Ready and go, way low down in the cedar swamp. Water's deep and muddy. Do that again. Ready and go, way low down in the cedar swamp. Water's deep and muddy. Now we're going to do the same thing, repeating. There I met a pretty little miss. There I met my honey. Here we go. Ready and go. There I met a pretty little snap. Let's do that much. Ready and go. There I met a pretty little miss. There I met my honey. Clap. Me. Ready and go. There I met a pretty little miss. There I met my honey. Can you do all that together? Here we go. Ready and go. Way low down in the cedar swamp. Water's deep and muddy. There I met a pretty little miss. There I met my honey. Ready and go. Way low down in the cedar swamp. Water's deep and muddy. There I met a pretty little miss. There I met my honey. All right, now, the part that it says swing a lady, that is where we're going to do a right elbow swing. But since we don't have a partner, we're just going to walk around in a circle with our right elbow out, pretending. And then we're going to do a left elbow swing. Here we go. Ready and go. Swing a lady up and down, swing a lady home. Other way. Swing a lady up and down, swing a lady home. Let's see if we can do that part together. Ready and go. Swing a lady up and down, swing a lady home. Swing a lady up and down, swing a lady home. Putting it all together, starting at way low down. Ready, 2, 1, 2. Ready and go. What? Ready and go. Way low down in the cedar swamp. Water's deep and muddy. There I met a pretty little miss. There I met my honey. Swing a lady up and down, swing a lady home. Swing a lady up and down, swing a lady home. All right, try that one more time with me, and then we're going to go to the next part of our lesson. Here we go. Ready and go. Way low down in the cedar swamp. Ready and go. Ready and go. Way low down in the cedar swamp. Water's deep and muddy. There I met a pretty little miss. There I met my honey. Swing a lady up and down, swing a lady home. Swing a lady up and down, swing a lady home. Awesome job. Keep up the great work.
Our new composer we're going to be talking about is named Franz Liszt. He was born in 1811. Liszt was a composer born in Hungary in the early 19th century. That's when 1811 would have been. You can see the white arrow pointing to the green country of Hungary on the map. Liszt didn't only ever live in Hungary. He lived in several places throughout Europe. So we're going to see some of those different places today that he may have lived. Now remember, a composer is someone who is creating music either through writing it down in musical notation or is improvising or making up music on the spot. When Liszt was born, Hungary was actually known as the Kingdom of Hungary and had different borders than what we see today. So it included Slovakia and parts of Romania. So if we look at this map over here, Hungary is what we know right now is green, but it also included some of Slovakia, this light pink country, and some of Romania, this purple country. So on our next slide, we're going to see the Kingdom of Hungary actually had this flag with the 3 stripes and this emblem on it. But today, the country of Hungary as we know it uses this flag with just the red, white, and green stripes. Now, Liszt's father was an amateur musician who encouraged his son's interest in music. He actually helped him to learn several different instruments. By the age of 9, Franz was an accomplished pianist, which means he was very good for a 9-year-old. When he was 11, his parents took him to meet Beethoven in Vienna, Austria. That's right, Ludwig van Beethoven, the famous composer that I bet you have heard some of his songs like bum 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 bum, bum 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 bum. That's right, Beethoven wrote that one. Well, Beethoven was very impressed by the young Franz Liszt. He could not believe what a good piano player he was. Franz began taking composition lessons from several respected teachers, and then he moved to Paris to study at the Paris Conservatory. So you can see down in the bottom map, the black line takes him from Hungary to the yellow country of France. So remember, we said he lived in several different countries. So far, he's lived in Austria, and then he's lived in France. Well, sadly, Liszt wasn't accepted into the Paris Conservatory, but he stayed in Paris where he performed as a concert pianist. And remember, he was still only a teenager putting on lots of concerts that many people were coming to because they were so impressed by his abilities. The time period during which Liszt was a composer is called the Romantic era. Now, when we hear the word romantic, we think of love, but that's not what romantic meant as far as the music time period goes. During the years of 1825 to 1900, the Romantic era in music meant a time when composers were using their music to help emphasize feelings and emotions. Oftentimes, this was done through dramatic changes in tempo and dynamics. So if we think back to the Classical era or the Baroque era, where we were just talking about George Frederick Handel, their music had very clean lines. It was kind of a strict tempo. There wasn't a whole lot of dramatic emotional change in the music, and the music wasn't often serving the purpose to share an emotion so much as to get a point or a message across in a different way. Well, in the Romantic era, it was all about sharing and evoking, which means bringing out feelings in the listener. Liszt was also known as a child prodigy. Remember how young he was when he was starting to perform and whenever Beethoven first heard him and was impressed? Well, that's because a child prodigy is somebody that, if they're under the age of 10 or around the age of 10, who produces knowledge or material that usually only adults would be able to do, that means they're a child prodigy. And that was Liszt. He was producing music, performing and composing music that normally only adults would be able to do, but he was super talented at that. Today we're going to listen to Liszt's Hungarian Rhapsody No. 2. It's a piano piece, and we're not going to listen to the whole song because the video is about 12 minutes long, and that would just be too much. So I'm going to share a few minutes of it with you. I think you'll recognize the song because it's often used in commercials or movies or TV shows, and I think you will find it to be familiar. I do encourage you to sometime sit down and listen to or watch the whole song so that you can hear all the different parts of it, because there are several different sections and they're beautiful, energizing, really interesting to listen to. So I hope you enjoy following along with and listening to Liszt's Hungarian Rhapsody No. 2.